Swole Benji here. So they made a lot of changes with the way you can traverse, okay? So for those that have watched my old videos, I had this kind of exploit where if you made a campfire right in a specific spot, you could basically kill your character and then warp between 3 settlements very, very efficiently, right? But they changed a lot of things. Like the campfires, you can only respawn within 500 meters. So you can't use a campfire to warp across the map anymore, which is fine. I think that's an improvement in the game. I know it hurts speedrunning and like super hyper efficient playstyles, but there's still ways to traverse. So I'm in the middle of all 3 settlements, and let's say I want to get to Windsward, okay? So Windsward right now is over 1 kilometer away. If I was to just auto run without using any kind of speed boosting or movement abilities, which, by the way, the bow, I just want to share this. I'm sure I've shared this before, but what you want to do with the bow is you want to get, after you dodge, gain 10% haste for 2 seconds. And you also want to gain 10% haste for 5 seconds when you swap to your bow. These two are how you can maintain an extremely fast way to move. So what you do is you're going to make sure you have light armor, and it helps if you have 150 dexterity, which will give you, allows you to do 3 dodges instead of 2. So if you hold on, let me switch to the bow. When you switch to the bow, you're going to get a 10% movement speed and haste, right? At the same time, when you dodge, you get another 10% movement speed thing. Now, for those that don't know, when you dodge, you can also sheath and unsheath your weapon at the same time, and that's going to stack it to 20%. So I can basically just dodge roll, which is already faster than running forward, while sheathing and unsheathing the bow, and I'm going to be running at 20% pretty much the whole way through. The alternative is you just switch to, if you want to be lazy, you can use a hatchet, pop berserk. That's also 20% movement speed, which if you swap off the hatchet, you're not going to maintain the movement speed. But at the same time, the thing with the hatchet is that it goes on a cooldown. So like for the next 16 seconds, I can't move that fast. But anyway, this video is more about death warping, which, let's get that on the screen there, death warping, all right. So death warping is the act of dying and then being able to teleport to the nearest settlement. So, right now, the best way to death warp is to find bodies of water, right? And just try to get into as deep as you can, and then just crouch down. Now, this is really silly looking because I'm basically just dunking my head under the water, okay? Now, technically, I should be able to go to Windsward this way and save. Windsward is 1 kilometer away, and like I said, if I just run there, it's 4 minutes. So let's see where it takes me, okay? I just drowned myself. The nearest camp is, well, I made a campfire just in case it didn't work, but it's trying to send me to Monarch's Bluff, the starting beach. Like be careful of this. Okay, when I made this character, it started on Monarch's Bluff, so apparently the Monarch's Bluff beach area is the closest one. But I did make a campfire, so we're gonna try it again. Again, if this saves you 4 minutes and you do this like constantly throughout the day, then you're gonna save a lot of time. And I still believe that town board spamming 3 towns is the way to go. So we're gonna move further away from this tower because the game thinks that we're closest to the tower. Just gonna move a little bit further down the river and then drown ourselves again. Or I could drown myself at like this river here, so let's just do that, okay? I know this is silly and whatnot, but hey, if it gets you to towns faster, and I keep hitting the wrong button. So let's just quickly move to the next river and see if we can get to Windsward. But essentially, this is going to be how you can like fast travel around, okay? Like say you're in Windsward and you go out and you do a bunch of gathering. You don't want to use your 1 hour teleport. You don't have a house. You don't want to use your Azoth to teleport back. So you just find the closest body of water and you just drown yourself and save valuable minutes. And yes, I know it does take durability, but when you're just out gathering or, killing basic mobs, you don't really need the stats. So here we go. We're a little further. We're now further from this tower, hopefully, right? And this is stuff that people are going to have to figure out the servers literally go down in 9 minutes, so I don't have time to like math out and figure out exactly where the best ways to death warp are. But you can also use mobs to kill you. I think it's faster just to drown though. Nearest settlement, Windsward, so there we go. Now we're in Windsward. And we can go and, you know, turn in a bunch of town board quests. Now the thing with the town board quests is that if they're filled with like cooking ones and fishing ones, like ain't nobody gonna be doing that, okay? So you get 30 minutes for each quest to reset. So it's very efficient. Instead of just being in one town and waiting for the board to refresh, you got 30 minutes. Like right now, the run, if I wanted to run from Windsward to Everfall, that is 1.5 kilometers. So that is, that's what? That's 6 minutes. Just 6 minutes of auto running, which, you know, is still going to be worth it because, again, if you have 30 minutes for the town board quest to refresh. So, like here, we got elk. That's a stupid one. That's an easy one here, so I would pick this up. I would pick up wolves because wolves are everywhere. I would pick this one up, this one here, right? Not the elk one. The strong regeneration potion, this one is dependent on your crafting ability. A lot of the towns at the start won't have a strong enough bench to even craft this, but if you find this as you kill mobs, it's totally fine. But yeah, so like I would pick all these up and I would turn in what I could. And then I'm going to use the next, like, you know, 30 minutes. And there's a dance party. So hopefully there's not copyrighted music. And I'm just going to talk really loud because there's music going on so that the YouTube algorithm doesn't kill me. All right, cool. All right. Now, the problem is getting back, right? Because we can't warp to this campfire. It's too far away. It's over 500 meters away. Or can we? So what we have to do now is, well, run towards the campfire, but also find a body of water to drown ourselves in so we can save a precious 1 to 2 minute run, right? And like I said earlier, you know, you switch to the bow, you do your animation canceling, you're going to be running at 20% more speed, which if it takes 6 minutes to run from one town to the next, and you reduce that by 20%, that's, what, a minute and 20 seconds or something? I don't know the math. I'm not going to do the math. It's not what this video is about. But essentially, we just want to run towards this campfire so that it no longer shows red. And then, once we warp to this campfire, we can run up to this part of the river, drown ourselves there, and get to Everfall, and do the town board quest there. And then we can run back and... Sorry, my mouse wasn't working. And basically, I don't even know if it's worth it to go this way, you know, at this point. It might be worth it more to just go to this river and drown. So I think we're going to just do that instead. So yeah, the goal is to go here now. Just find a body of water, dunk your head in the river, save you 2 minutes. Again, if you do this all day, like every time you save 2 minutes, you are 2 minutes ahead of every other player that is trying to spam town board quests. So what you essentially have to do is figure out which body of water will send you to the nearest settlement. And I wish I could, you know, provide that for you, but there's just not time. The beta's ending. I don't have special access to like a secret server or anything. But that's essentially the video. Death warping did mostly get fixed from how broken it was, and it was really broken. I was able to like power level extremely fast, you know, hitting up 3 separate town board quests constantly, but even then you still get 30 minutes. It's still going to be the most efficient way to do it. I'm just curious. I'm not going to end the video yet. I want to see if drowning myself here puts me in Everfall. It should, because I think I'm close enough. Man, it's like laggy over here. Oh, there's like fighting and stuff in there. Okay, just a little servers going down party. Always fun to be part of you know, beta's ending. All right, so we are now at the body of water, and yeah, I could just continue to like. Whoa, my camera glitch. I could just continue to run north. Like it would be like 2 minutes, right? Or I can just dunk my head in the water, which is not going to take 2 minutes, and then warp, hopefully back up here. I don't know if it's going to send me here. Now, one thing you can do is place down a campfire just in case. So, like, I could place a campfire down. I'm not going to because, well, the beta's a thing, but I normally would if this was live. Until I'm certain where it's going to warp me, okay? So let's see, where does it send us? It sends us to Everfall. No, actually, no. Nearest settlement in Windsward, so we failed. And then this campfire is too far away to warp to, so realistically, I should have put down a campfire, you know, and now I know that this part of the river is unreliable. I would probably have to go up a little higher, like right here maybe, and then drown to try to get to Windsor or Everfall. But that's the point of the video, guys. Is this is something you're gonna have to figure out. I'm out of time. There's not enough time left in the beta to math and map out all this stuff. But essentially, bouncing between the three settlements is going to be the way to go for power leveling. I'm SwellBidgy. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. Make sure that you leave a like and a comment. If you do both, it's an algorithm cheat code. Also, this one right here, this Osai Kamal that says Everfall, that's your in warp. So when I use this, it's going to put it on cooldown for an hour. You definitely don't want to use that one. Anyway, make sure you subscribe too, so you can, you know, just get some cool tips and some. It just helps you out, okay, man? It helps me. It helps you. I'm here to help you have a better time and play more efficiently and all that kind of fun stuff. So. I'll see you in the next video, which I don't know what it's going to be about because I won't have access to the game, so I can't like get footage.